Today we have a huge show. How big, Morgan Webb?
I don't know, how big?
Well, we've got your first look at Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer.
That is big.
Yes.
Plus Resident Evil 6 and reviews of Darksiders 2 and the Kinect game that plays like first-person Angry Birds. Xplay starts right now. Hello, welcome to Xplay. I am Morgan Webb.
And I'm Blair Herter. I'm going to be playing the role of eye candy for today's show. Lady that watches. This is how ladies like it, right? When you stand like this?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Coming up on today's show, we're going to head to QuakeCon for a look at the Doom 3 BFG edition. The F stands for fun.
Sure.
Then we're going to head to Japan for a brand new gameplay from Resident Evil 6. We have so many frequent flyer miles.
Plus, we're going to have reviews of all the latest games, including Racketeer, which is kind of like Angry Birds Connect. And later, Darksiders 2. In this sequel, you're going to play as Death, which I'm sure is just rainbows and candy canes.
But first, it's time to play COD Blops Dose with others.
God, I hope that name sticks because it's so ridiculous. At E3, we actually got our first taste of the futuristic single-player campaign of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and now it's actually time for the other half of the game. Activision
and Treyarch have revealed their plans for multiplayer. We've got all the details in this preview. This November, there's only one campaign that we Americans truly care about. That's right, it's the campaign of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. But Intel has just dropped on the game's multiplayer. We're blowing the lid off fresh footage of the extensive revamp. It would be easy to look at the changes to multiplayer and dismiss the new options as more of the same, but that would be a massive mistake. The futuristic setting is the most obvious change to the action. Now you'll have high-tech weaponry like a millimeter scanner that allows you to see enemies through smoke and walls. Another huge change is the class system. When you create a class, you start with 10 points. Equipping a gun is 1 point, equipping a grenade is 1 point, etc. And you can still pick perks for those points. And there are now wildcards that change things up. It sounds complicated, but once you get into the swing of things, you'll love the way the updated class system works. There are some nifty new toys like the Assault Shield. It's basically like a riot shield, but you can set it down on the ground and fire through it. There are also shock charges, which, let's face it, are pretty self-explanatory. Our favorite new gadget is probably the Guardian, which is sort of a portable microwave emitter that slows down and cooks your enemies. War is a nasty business. And of course, you'll have a variety of drones and high-tech missiles at your disposal. The team at Treyarch have also changed the way streaks work. They're now called score streaks, and you'll earn points not just for killing, but for also performing support actions like defending your flag. The idea is that support players now feel like they're getting rewarded, just like their bloodthirsty compatriots. Black Ops 2 aims to become an even more community-driven experience. It will allow you to live stream your games and even shoutcast those matches. We'll have more on that particular feature on tomorrow's episode of Xplay. Looking at the multiplayer madness on screen, it's incredible to think how sophisticated Call of Duty's action is now. It feels like just yesterday that the franchise was synonymous with boilerplate World War II shooters. Now that the technology is ridiculously advanced, the question is it still fun? Well, that's the question on everyone's minds. Reports are that the changes they've made to Black Ops 2 multiplayer are all for the best. We'll keep you updated as news breaks. In the meantime, circle November 13th on your calendar and start saving up. Black Ops 2 will be here sooner than you think.
Joining us for more on Blops Dose is G4TV.com's Director of Games Editorial, Eric Eckstein is here, everybody. Woo! Eric, thank you for being here, my friend. Always a pleasure. Appreciate it. You're kind of the envy of the office because you got your hands on the multiplayer of this game. We've had it on E3 and then we had it on this show, but this is the first time they're actually not only showing off multiplayer, but you actually got to play it. So your first experience, how was it?
I think people were worried. It was going into the future and people weren't sure what Call of Duty was going to be like. I mean, it is set exclusively in 2025, but it is still tried and true Call of Duty multiplayer. You're still getting rewards when you kill people or do other things. You're still getting to tool out your kit and do stuff like that. But it's fun. It's action, very very, very much action-oriented run-and-gun gameplay.
Now, you are one of the biggest Call of Duty fans here at the office. So before we get into those new things, do you feel like it's that much different? Is it a nice advancement of the franchise, or are they just doing the same thing?
No, it's definitely they're retooling and taking things that maybe didn't work as well in the other Call of Duty games and improving upon it. They've revamped the created class system, and that's had some pretty significant changes and impact that I think gamers, Call of Duty gamers specifically, are really going to like.
Now, you were touching on that a little bit earlier before we started shooting this. Tell me about the class system. You're divvying up the points in a much different manner.
It's very RPG-esque, right? It's a point system. You get 10 points and you put them however you want. You want a gun with 2 attachments and 2 grenades and 3 perks. You know, you set it up that way. If you want to have no perks and just take all guns, you could do that. If you want to have no guns and all perks and run around like a ninja with knives, you could do that. So it's really how you want to play the game is what the system allows.
Now, one of the most interesting things for me, like, I am admittedly not the world's best first-person shooter player. So, you know, in something like a multiplayer aspect of a game, I feel like the rewards come from succeeding at things. But in previous iterations of the multiplayer aspect, it's mainly, unless you're really good at killing, you're not going to really get rewarded. But they're doing something very different with the reward system this time around.
It's no longer kill streaks, it's score streaks. And the idea is you earn points, and the more points you earn, you unlock those rewards like UAVs that can detect people, or aircraft that can come in and take down other enemies. And you earn those points by either killing enemies or guarding the flag, putting up a UAV so your team members can detect everybody else that's out there, doing any of those kind of support behaviors. So that's really nice for someone that, like yourself, can't run around and kill everybody on the map, 15 times over. So
basically, as long as I just stand by the flag and not die, I'm going to succeed just as much as the person.
You'll get some level, you'll get some level. Obviously, you'll reward the higher level with some of those crazier rewards like orbital satellite strikes and things like that.
And then the big question I think on everybody's mind: new modes. Did you see any new modes, and what were they?
There's one key mode that will affect all the other game modes, which is a multi-team mode. So the idea is you can have up to 6 teams, up to 18 players total, doing any of these other things. So you can play capture the flag and 3 on 3 on 3 on 3 on 3 on 3.
You're just making stuff up now, but I'm okay with that.
So that's pretty much a game changer for the Call of Duty franchise as well. They also showed off another mode called Hardpoint, which is a King of the Hill kind of style gameplay where you'll run and capture points and earn, kill people, earn points.
Cool, man. A lot of fun new stuff then.
Yes.
All right, Eric, well, thank you so much for stopping by. Big round of applause for Eric, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, right now, the rest of the G4TV.com team has been dispatched to Gamescom, which is the largest gaming convention in Europe. Every single big game is there, including Black Ops 2. You can get complete coverage at G4TV.com/Gamescom, because that's the name of the convention. Right now, let's send it back over to Morgan.
All right, guys, coming up on Xplay, we're going to take you back to Mars for a preview of the Doom 3 BFG edition. And we're going to check out new gameplay from Resident Evil 6, plus reviews of the downloadable Kinect game Racketeer, and the loot-driven action RPG Darksiders 2. We'll be right back.
Nobody likes nicks, scrapes, or scratches, but now you can instantly erase clear coat scratches on any color car. Introducing the DuPont Pro Fusion Color Scratch Repair Stick, the instant finish fixer that repairs, seals, and protects your car's clear coat to a like-new shine. Watch what happens when these people take the DuPont Pro Fusion Color Scratch Repair Challenge.
Just run the DuPont Scratch Repair Stick lightly across that scratch.
Wow, that's incredible. It's gone. That was like 2 seconds. I mean, that just saved me a bunch of money, not to mention if I brought it to a shop, how much time it would have taken.
Now watch.
All right. Oh my God.
Look at that. This is incredible.
Yeah.
It's easy, and as you can see, it's a matter of seconds.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I can't believe it.
Just take the DuPont Scratch Repair Stick and slowly glide it across that scratch. There you go. What do you think?
Looks like the scratch is gone. Yeah, it looks perfect.
DuPont's Pro Fusion Colored Scratch Repair Stick formulation is not a paint stick, it's a scratch repair product similar to what a professional body shop would use. It works like a magic pencil to put on an activated clear coat seal that instantly erases scratches, giving your car back its like-new shine. The DuPont Scratch Repair Stick is the most trusted name in scratch repair. It instantly eliminates repairs and seals any clear coat scratch no matter what color your car is. Take the DuPont Scratch Repair Challenge and watch your car scratches instantly disappear. disappear. Get the DuPont Profusion Color Scratch Repair Stick now for just $19.95. It's guaranteed to eliminate clear coat scratches or your money back. But call right now and get a second DuPont Scratch Repair Stick free. And to make this exclusive TV offer even better, you'll also get a bottle of DuPont Profusion Color Polish. You get 2 DuPont Profusion Color Scratch Repair Sticks and a bottle of Profusion Color Polish, a $50 value for just $19.95. And right now you can upgrade to our deluxe offer: 1 extra repair stick, 1 extra polish, and a powerful compact car vac valued at $69.99, all for an additional $19.95. Call or log on now.
This show is different from a lot of the other cooking competitions.
Who's hungry?
Every week, I invite 4 of my favorite chefs, hand them surprising ingredients, and give them 1 hour to cook.
Fight!
Real chefs in a real kitchen in front of real people.
Knife Fight, coming this summer on the new Esquire Network.
Doom 3 was released in 2004, and while the game sold well and got decent reviews from critics, not everyone was happy, especially when it came to the damn flashlight. 8 years later, the game is receiving a facelift with better graphics, new content, and yes, a functioning flashlight. Here's a preview of Doom 3 BFG Edition.
I am here at QuakeCon with Tim Willits. He is the studio director at id Software, making his triumphant 37th return to Xplay. Talking about something a little unique here today, though, something we haven't talked about in the past, Doom 3 BFG Edition.
Yes, this is the ultimate Doom collection. We've got Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil, and a brand new, never seen before Doom 3 episode, all in one package for the 360, PS3, and the PC.
In addition to the brand new episode, Doom 3 is benefiting from some significant improvements since its original release.
The biggest one is the flashlight. Yeah. The big controversy of the day. Now everyone should know you can turn your flashlight on, you can fire every weapon that you have. But we used standard first-person controls, and we just kind of updated the underlying system to make it work as well as it does.
I love that you said, the big controversy was the flashlight gameplay. If that's the biggest concern people have with your game, you're doing a pretty good job.
At id Software, we want to do top-notch stuff no matter what we do. And we've really added some things to really enhance the experience, especially adding 3D to all 3 of the systems. Playing Doom 3 in 3D, it's all dark and demons are coming at you. It's thrilling.
Yeah, terrifying is what he meant, not thrilling, terrifying. All right, Tim, so when can people expect to get their hands on it, and where can they play it?
October 16th, it's right around the corner in all 3 systems, the PC, 360, and the PS3.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, sir. Resident Evil games have always followed a pattern. They drop you into some corner of the world that has a major zombie problem, and then you have to fix said zombie problem. Well, in Part 6, the undead epidemic has spread worldwide, and the good guys are going to need all the help they can get. Here's a preview.
Sure, you've seen some footage from Capcom's much-anticipated Resident Evil 6 in all its infected, destructive glory, but now we've got our hands on some new gameplay footage fresh out of Japan.
This bears investigating.
First up, for those of you who love to root for the bad guys, here's your chance to be one. RE6 will include an Agent Hunt mode, which allows you to play as one of the infected. A few mutations here. A few mutations there. And you'll be a snarling, spiked creature ready to feast on human flesh in no time. Tastes just like chicken. Next up, we have confirmation that RE6 will feature a 4th playable character, the beautiful yet dangerous Ada Wong. Her looks aren't the only thing that kill in RE6. Enjoy switching between her trusty crossbow and the always reliable semi-automatic handgun. While Ada Wong will have her own storyline, in RE6, the story arcs and characters will often cross paths.
Leon, so you've been caught up in this too. Hope you have the stomach for it.
You'll definitely get by with a little help from your friends, especially when they save you from the deadly sting of savage nude scorpion women. Oh, Japan, how we love thee. We look forward to getting our hands on Resident Evil 6 when it hits stores on October 2nd for the 360, the PS3, and PC.
All aboard.
Still on the way, death and destruction. We've got brutally honest reviews of Darksiders 2 and the downloadable Kinect game Racketeer. It's basically Angry Birds, plus an exclusive Borderlands 2 video. More Xplay right after this.
You've never seen anything like it. $8 any pizzas are here, and you'll only find them in Pizza Hut's any box. Any 2 medium pizzas, any toppings, on any of our world-famous crusts. Just $8 each, any way you want. Make it great.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Still doesn't feel real. Our time together was so short.
Well, since you have Progressive's total loss coverage, we were able to replace your totaled bike with a brand new one.
The tank, the exhaust. Well, she looks just like Roxy. You know, I bet she's in a better place now.
I'm sure she is.
Getting you back on a brand new bike. Now that's Progressive.
When it comes to racing, you have a love for it. When it comes to NASCAR, your passion goes beyond the race. You belong at NASCAR Tech, with hands-on training for a career in motorsports and the automotive industries, and specialized classes for NASCAR training. NASCAR Technical Institute of UTI is about power and performance, and about preparing for your career.
They definitely helped get my foot in the door and get my name out there to teams. They know the people that you need to know.
Call or visit uti.edu/NASCAR. At NASCAR Tech, you can learn engines, fabrication, aerodynamics, welding, and pit crew essentials. Plus, 80% of NASCAR teams are located within 50 miles of our campus.
We've had students graduate here, go to Daytona, and be in victory lane.
Get connected at the exclusive educational provider of NASCAR training. You can do this. You belong at NASCAR Tech. Call or visit.
It's not a black thing.
It's not a white thing.
It's not a gay thing.
It's not a straight thing.
Testing for HIV is everyone's thing.
New OraQuick, the first in-home oral HIV test. It's the same test healthcare professionals use, now available online or at your local retailer. Test yourself in the privacy of your home and get results in 20 minutes. Visit oraquick.com for warnings and precautions and to see if it's right for you. New OraQuick. Buy it today because knowing is the best thing.
Did you know Time Warner Cable has move specialists that can give you more savings and special offers? Call 1-855-TWC-MOVE or visit twc.com/mymove to save and stay connected. Did you also know the first log cabins in America were built in 1683? They didn't have TV or internet waiting for them, but you could. It's better to know. Give our move specialists a call at 1-855-TWC-MOVE or visit twc.com/mymove. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
19. Late Night with Jimmy Fallon
Channing Tatum
is coming to the new Esquire network at 7 o'clock.
Kate Upton.
Maybe we should call it Cocktail Hour with James Fallon.
Oh, yeah. How was third grade, Jimmy?
Maybe not. Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. Weeknights at 7, coming this summer on the new Esquire network.
Enjoy this power while you have it.
Welcome back to Xplay. Microsoft's Kinect motion sensor has produced some hit or miss games. On one end of the spectrum, you get something super fun like Dance Central. And on the other end of the spectrum, you get soul-crushing experiences like Steel Battalion Heavy Armor. What a waste of money. You're the worst game in the history of the world. So where does the Angry Birds-esque Racketeer fall on the spectrum? Find out in our review. It's got to be better than Steel Battalion.
goblins. Sure, they're green and totally unassuming, but they breed like rabbits and they're about as valuable to your property as a lawn gnome. And really, who can afford that in this economy? This castle, for instance. It's been foreclosed for 5 centuries and no one's buying it anytime soon. So you know what? It's gotta go down.
Nice shot!
Racketeer uses the Kinect controls perfectly in a way that's both silly and completely fun. In fact, it's like playing a 3D version of Angry Birds. Gameplay essentially boils down to launching a variety of different cannonballs to destroy goblin-infested castles. To draw the string on the ballista, you put your hands together below you and take a step back. Then you bring your hands up to your shoulders to release and let the destruction fly. You can affect the trajectory by swiping the projectile and can even activate special abilities from different types of shots. It's simple and extremely easy to learn. Aiming controls can be a little unreliable at times, but part of the fun comes from frantically swiping your hands across the projectile to redirect its course. For example, this we like to call the windmill. This is the sideways bongos. And this, I actually don't know what this is. Either way, it's this kind of gameplay that makes Racketeer so enjoyable.
I couldn't have done it better myself.
There's over 60 levels in the campaign, and with each one challenging you to achieve an even higher score than before, there's plenty of replayability. You can also play against your friends in the game's multiplayer. And if you're trying to earn some rewards for your Xbox Live avatar, it's the very first game to incorporate Microsoft's Avatar FameStar. The game as a whole isn't extremely challenging, neither is it very deep, but it won't matter, especially when you're having fun doing this. Overall, Racketeer gets 4.5 flailing interns out of 5.
After the break, we're going to review one of the summer's biggest games, Darksiders 2.
That's right. In this sequel, you're going to be playing as Death, so I'm guessing that everyone you touch is a one-hit kill, right? Is that how that's going to work?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no.
I hope not, because that would be a really boring game.
Right.
Hey.
New Axe hairstyling, because first impressions count.
If you like video games, you need to be a member of GameFly.
Join GameFly. Choose the games you want online, get them in the mail, and send them back when you're done.
There's no due dates, no late fees. If you're a gamer, GameFly is a great choice.
First-person shooters, RPGs, multiplayer games.
This is the best way to play all the games you want for a great price.
Go to Gamefly.com now. Click the joystick in the top right corner. Enter Skill in the box. And get started with a free extended trial. And remember, you can cancel at any time. Product shown rated E through M.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop up. Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. So start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
At ChristianMingle.com, you can join the largest, fastest growing community of Christian singles and find God's match for you, the way we did. Joining is easy and free at ChristianMingle.com.
I talk big, right? And at the dealership, I was trying to hold my own, and it's kind of tough.
TrueCar really took the anxiety out of the car buying process.
When you use TrueCar.com, you get a certificate, and it shows you a fair price.
I felt confident going in on my own and closing the deal on my own.
TrueCar makes it a lot easier to go in by yourself.
I don't need to bring a dude with me.
When buying a car, get guaranteed savings and a hassle-free experience. Visit TrueCar.com.
Sir, are you listening to me, sir?
Love your job,
I'm talking to you.
and you'll never work a day in your life. Career advice from Parks and Rec and Party Down. Catch 3 Hours every Monday night. Coming this summer on the new Esquire Network.
Fight!
Combat is an art. Maliwan weapons are the paint. Our elemental tech transforms the battlefield from a cacophony of idiocy into a masterpiece of destruction. The unwashed hordes will burn and fry and melt into a portrait of exquisite death. Maliwan, where form meets function.
The first Darksiders was a bloody end-of-the-world take on The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, Darksiders 2, not the same game.
Nope.
This is actually a loot game.
Awesome.
Last time I checked, you couldn't feed weapons into other weapons in the first one.
Which is an awesome gameplay mechanic.
best,
So what else is in store? Well, you can find out in our review. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. No, this isn't Sunday school class. This is Darksiders 2.
Greetings, horseman. I've been expecting you.
In the first Darksiders, the horseman called War was framed for jump-starting the apocalypse and causing the extinction of the human race.
All creation trembles, and at the center of it all stands your brother.
Now it's up to baby brother Death to pull his bacon out of the frying pan.
Bring mankind back from extinction. Madness.
First things first, the game is big. Darksiders 2's geographical area is an order of magnitude larger than the first game.
Sounds like a challenge.
Death is a tough hombre. As you plow your way towards your goal, abilities and weapons open up to you like an ever-growing bouquet of death.
I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
Sure, it seems a little silly for a supernatural being of immense power to use a gun, but it's also silly for him to talk without a mouth, so get over it.
I don't follow your reasoning.
Combat is heavy and brutal, but Darksiders 2 isn't just a hack and slash. Puzzles and platforming keep you moving, and the RPG-like character development asks you to make real choices that affect Death's growth.
Wisdom ain't like teeth. I've plenty left.
While the world of Darksiders may play fast and loose with its Judeo-Christian source material, make a note, kiddies. Strife and Fury are not horsemen of the apocalypse, neither is Pestilence, but I digress. The characters are interesting and do a nice job of tying together all the action. Who doesn't want a demonic entrepreneur as a buddy?
Fresh merchandise.
And with the competitive Crucible modes, new game plus, and random treasure drops, coupled with online item trading, there are plenty of reasons to dive back in when you're done.
Maker's beard. The rumors are true.
The gameplay has depth, but sometimes runs a little thin on explanation. And when you're in the thick of things, it's hard to keep track of which terrifying beast is you. The clean design and satisfying gameplay make this the perfect title to pick up before the heavy hitters drop this fall. Darksiders 2 makes a sale with a 4.5
Fresh merchandise
out of 5.
Tomorrow on Xplay, if you thought you knew everything about Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer, think again. We've got brand new reveals that will blow you away. Plus, we'll celebrate 20 years of fatalities, animalities, babalities, and making parents go crazy. Happy birthday, Mortal Kombat. Then we've got a brutally honest review of Sleeping Dogs, the open-world crime game that shows you the nasty side of Hong Kong. And we'll take you to Dallas for an all-access look at the real QuakeCon. Don't miss it.
Plus, our third and final exclusive Borderlands 2 video. Final because the game's coming out soon.
I know, I'm starting to see ads for it, and I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching Xplay.
The game is going to be so good.
I know.
I can't wait for it.